Welcome to Private 1977 channel. Subscribe to the channel. And don't miss the hottest news of the day. Our news today includes the following content. When Zhao Lusi's studio announced a sudden work suspension at the end of 2024, fans assumed the sweet pet princess of Chinese television had finally burned out. 6 months later, the silence has broken. She is said to have accepted the female lead in Ushanwei, an S+tier historical drama written and produced by Yang Xiaopei, the same creative mind behind Let's Try the World and The Hidden God. On paper, it's a comeback worthy of a crown. The project promises palace intrigue, law, ambition, and the seldom explored perspective of a female official navigating the Ming dynasty's bureaucratic labyrinth. But as soon as the male lead's name, Chu Yiran, a 24-year-old best known for light-hearted youth series, was announced, social media exploded. Can he carry a scene opposite Zhao Lusi? One trending comment asked. Or will he drag her down? The question strikes deeper than mere casting. It exposes how Chinese costume dramas are shifting, how stars are branded within them, and why Zhao Lusi's next role may decide whether she remains the queen of fluffy romance or ascends to something altogether rarer, the Empress of Gravitas. Act 1, The Vanishing Star. At the tail end of 2024, Zhao Lusi's studio posted a polite but alarming statement: all projects suspended due to physical discomfort. No one expected the hiatus to last. Yet months passed with only crumbs of activity, one magazine shoot here, a perfume ad there. Her reality show Little Courage was pulled after 4 episodes. Unverified whispers filled the vacuum: censorship trouble, network interference, or even internal disputes. Online, she transformed from A-list actress to digital recluse. Her posts, cats, puzzles, escape room selfies, felt almost domestic, even lonely. Fans began joking that their idol had become an internet influencer who occasionally acts. When her July 2025 schedule leaked, just 4 days of light work, many feared she was fading away. Act 2, The Return via Ushanwei. Then came August. Word spread that Zhao Lusi had signed directly onto Ushanwei, skipping her former agency in the process. Adapted from Mulan's Hao's well-known novel, the story follows Ushanwei, daughter of a humble bookseller, whose fiancé dies in battle, forcing her into a political marriage engineered by her scheming stepmother. Starting as a 9th-rank palace maid, she rises through intellect and courage to become a 5th-rank Shanggong, a woman who not only survives the Ming court but masters it. Unlike most palace tales that revolve around romance or revenge, Ushanwei centers on female governance, echoing the real imperial bureaucracy that once allowed women to serve in limited but vital court offices. The heroine memorizes legal codes, arbitrates internal disputes, and handles palace audits, a meticulous reconstruction of the female official system rarely dramatized before. Critics are already calling it the female version of Legend of the Sea Tomb. For Zhao Lusi, who built her career on cheerful banter and comedic timing, it's a sharp pivot toward gravitas. Act 3, The Casting Storm. But excitement quickly soured. The production's decision to cast Chu Yiran, a rising idol whose fame stems from the school romance hit When I Fly to You, ignited debate. Chu is fresh-faced, barely seasoned, and almost untested in historical settings. His only period role was a minor part in Leowu Continent 2, remembered mainly for a green-tinted hairstyle fans likened to cosplay. Opposite him, Zhao Lusi, now 26, brings nearly a decade of screen experience and a shelf of top-rating credits. The Romance of Tiger and Rose, Love Like the Galaxy, Can't Hide Secretly. The imbalance is stark. He's still learning how to hold the sword, one blogger quipped. She's already fought 100 battles. The production team defends its gamble, hinting that Chu's youthful sincerity may contrast well with Zhao's mature steadiness, a dynamic of innocence versus strategy. Yet for fans, the risk feels glaring. A grand-scale, 40-episode historical series lives or dies by its lead's chemistry. A single mismatch can sink months of marketing. Act 4, Behind the Curtain, Industry Politics and Fan Rebellion. If the male lead controversy is the spark, the fuel lies in Zhao Lusi's complicated relationship with her own fandom. In late 2024, her National Support Association, China's massive organized fan collective, announced a full strike, accusing her studio of opaque communication and poor project choices. 10 months on, it remains inactive, while smaller fan stations continue to protest decisions made without consultation. When Ushanwei news broke, reactions split cleanly: celebration that their idol had landed a top resource, frustration that the production again seemed to prioritize market gimmick over artistic pairing. Some even began crowdfunding campaigns to buy advertising slots, 150,000 yuan raised in days, to prove her commercial pull despite the studio's mishandling. This isn't new. The modern Chinese drama industry runs on what insiders call the traffic logic, casting dictated by follower counts, not acting resumes. Zhao Lusi, with her immense social media influence, sits at the eye of that storm. Her fans love her precisely because she once seemed the anti-traffic actress, bubbly but hard-working, gifted with natural comedic rhythm. That she now faces the same machinery she once defied makes the drama around her all the more magnetic. Act V. The evolution of the costume drama. To understand why Ushanwei matters, it helps to see where the genre stands. The 2010s belonged to mythic spectacles like The Journey of Flower and Eternal Love, where aesthetics trumped accuracy. Then came the light romance wave, simpler plots, modern slang and brocade costumes, epitomized by Zhao Lusi's own breakout The Romance of Tiger and Rose. But audiences are maturing. Post-pandemic viewership favors tighter scripts, historical realism, and female-driven agency. Series such as The Legend of Annal and The Rebel Princess hinted at that shift, yet few have tackled the bureaucratic core of imperial life. By dramatizing the female workplace of the main court, Ushanwei may bridge entertainment and genuine social commentary. And Zhao Lusi, if she nails the transformation from mischievous ingenue to calculating stateswoman, could become the face of that new movement. Act 6, A Career at the Crossroads. Zhao Lusi's recent resume shows both triumphs and traps. Love Like the Galaxy, Dubon 8.0, displayed depth and earned her acting credibility. Yet Hidden God and Shanine stumbled under weak scripts and oversweetened direction. Critics accused her of regressing into the safety of the cute voice, warning that another fluffy misfire might block her path to film or prestige television. Hu Shanwei is thus more than a project, it's a litmus test. Can she lead a story that values intellect over charm? Can she embody a heroine who wins not by flirting or fighting, but by interpreting the Deming law? Producer Yang Xiaopei's reputation also hangs in balance. Her last fantasy epic, Hidden God, was derided for recycled tropes and poor CGI, Dubon 4.2. She's vowed to double the investment and focus on authenticity this time. But her team has never tackled a Ming-era narrative before, a gap that could either yield innovation or anachronism. Act 7, Competing Thrones. Timing complicates everything. If Hu Shanwei airs in summer 2026 as planned, it will face heavy competition. Yang Zi's grand imperial commerce drama Splendid Fanghua and Li Xian's fantasy sequel Jiangyi 3 are scheduled for the same window. Early platform data already favor Yang Zi's series. Its teaser hit 30 million views within 3 days, compared with Zhao Lusi's 20 million for Sumi Dazzling. Streaming platforms, Tencent, iQIYI, Youku, will inevitably pit them head-to-head in promotions. If Hu Shanwei underperforms, Zhao Lusi could lose her hard-won S-tier positioning. If it triumphs, she might redefine it. Act 8, the broader trend, women rewriting history. Beyond individual fortunes, Hu Shanwei joins a growing chorus of dramas reclaiming historical women's agency. Instead of love triangles or concubine wars, these series explore law, administration, diplomacy, the cerebral arenas once reserved for men. They mirror a social shift. Modern female viewers want protagonists who negotiate power, not just romance. By embodying Hu Shanwei, a scholar official rather than a beauty in peril, Zhao Lusi can symbolically close the chapter on her princess image. The role invites her to act not with sugar but with steel. Final act, The Waiting Game. Production begins this autumn. Behind the scenes, Zhao Lusi is reportedly training in Ming-era etiquette, calligraphy, and the legal terminology of the Deming Code. Chuiran, meanwhile, is working with a dialect coach and stunt team to shed his schoolboy aura. No one knows whether chemistry will bloom or curdle. But the anticipation alone proves something remarkable. Zhao Lusi has reached the point where every new project feels like an event, an inflection mark for the industry as much as for herself. If Hu Shanwei succeeds, it could usher in a new wave of historical dramas grounded in bureaucracy and female intelligence. If it fails, it will still stand as a cautionary tale about the volatility of modern celebrity ecosystems. For now, all eyes wait on the woman who once conquered hearts with laughter, now ready to rule with intellect. The palace gates of the Ming dynasty are about to open again, and inside them, Zhao Lusi must decide what kind of queen she wishes to be. What do you think about this? This concludes our new section. Welcome to leave your thoughts in the comments area. Let's discuss it together. Welcome, don't forget to give me a like and follow. Thank for all.